me alama, sajenge itu tako. Hey to me alama, dam gagalenga udi tako. What I see go with the tako. Ila kuna miru libena, najuna musuli mbea, ya kamtina ngati lusi why. Yeah.
Skinny boy fly, boy will laugh a sad. Skinny boy fly, boy will laugh a sad. Skinny boy fly.
The collection and selection for our Gammon Top 10 Music Video Countdown is on. The Top 10 Music Video Countdown is a segment of the Gammon Show. Submit your music videos today and get a chance to win one free music video for the song of your choice. I mean completely free. Details for entry and participation soon on GRTS.
Imagine out of an eco-tourism scheme, the wide open walls which came into being in 2009 is part of a major scheme to intensify local, take it again please, I'm taking it again. Imagine out of a major conservation scheme, the wide open walls which came into being in 2009 is part of a major drive to intensify tourism in local communities. The scheme significantly highlighted the beauty and tranquil originality of the Gambian village, its natural charm, and the range of other distinct features, which makes a vacation on the Smiling Coast so lovely. I am Ibrahima Jata, and welcome to Expedition Gambia.
Hi, I'm Niso, having a great time with my friends in the Smiling Coast. This program is brought to you by...
This week, the expedition revisits the wide open walls, a major eco-tourism scheme exploiting art to call attention to the Smiling Coast. When it began in 2009, 8 internationally renowned artists, mainly in street art, came to the Smiling Coast from different parts of the world. The artists eventually brought to life their impression of the Gambia through color and beautiful images in 5 villages in the western region.
Wrapping up part 1 for you, and I will be bringing you to the views very soon. Until then, Sweetie Grace Parking, the Grand Master on GRTS Digital Level.
Back again on the expedition with me, Ibrahima Jata. Thanks for joining us. Now we're revisiting the wide open walls, a scheme, major conservation scheme, exploiting art to intensify tourism in local communities. Now this scheme, actually took off in 2009, and since then a variety of villages in the West Coast region have been undergoing, a wealth of changes through color. Artists from different parts of the world have been frequently coming, to portray and bring their impressions of the country to life on the walls of these villages. Here we are with Njogu Ture. He's one of the greatest, painters we have in this country. Njogu, alongside Lawrence Williams, the British-born owner of the Makasutu Resort, are actually working together to advance this scheme. Now, Njogu, great scheme, helping to raise the profile of local communities. How have you been doing?
A lot of progress have been made thanks to the
great support and the brilliant ideas of Lawrence Williams. This is the third year. So far, we have covered almost 4 villages, and we hope to cover the rest of the villages in the Balawo. So overall, it will be about 14 villages, and this will become the first living art museum in the Gambia.
An extraordinary piece of graffiti art adorning a grocer's sidewall in Combo Bafuluto. This is the northern part of the West Coast region, where a lovely and quite solitary string of hamlets lay claim to the best works of street art on the smiling coast.
This is the spirit. We want to use art as a cultural exchange, so that at least artists would learn from each other, and at the same time they will help to enhance the lives of the people in the Balabo with color.
From giant-like zebra farms, almost seeming real and alive, to deliberate combinations of color, producing visuals which beg for attention, the wide open walls is the characterful scheme, using art to accelerate tourism and steer greater interest in local communities. The effervescent pictures, rather invaluable in a location, requiring a day-long break for a complete appreciation of the delightful exhibition, relishing the beauty of stencil art, represent one feature of the smiling coast, rewarding visitors with imprinted recollections of serene countryside settings, filled with charming diversions. The works exude great detail and character, usually depicting richly buoyant impressions of the many artists and graffiti talents who discovered the outstanding nature of the Gambia through the wide open wall scheme. Ilus was one of them. A rare gem in stenciled art, the graffiti genius was among the first group of artists who worked in the wide open walls. How was it possible to assemble a team like this?
Luckily I knew most of them already. I painted with quite a few of them already. So, you know, it's an incredible project, so everyone wants to get behind it, you know. It's very easy to get them on board. So.
Apart from the program, what can you tell me about your colleagues?
They're all pirates, and they're all terrible to work with.
Now, of course, you have 8 of you here. Are your styles similar?
No, we've all got very different styles, which is, you know, good benefit for the project. You know, the village is going to be, you know, very different. Every building, every wall is going to be a real contrast to the wall next to it. So everyone's got very different discipline, very contrasting styles. So.
Where do you normally focus on in your work?
I don't really know. I try just to do anything that comes into my head, really. I don't really focus on any one particular theme as such. Dreams, books, music, anything, you know, inspiration comes from anywhere, really. So, films.
Coming to the Gambia, the Smiling Coast, does it give you any inspiration?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the wildlife, really, more than anything. And the people are great, very friendly, you know, but the wildlife and the colours, you know, everything's just so over-exaggerated here, you know. The birds especially, you know, are beautiful.
Different groups of artists have since added arresting stencils and atypical forms to the wide open walls exhibition, seeking to attract tourism and more interest in local communities. Well, a visit to these lovely hamlets might just be in perfect order, especially for art enthusiasts looking for an exposition outside the museum or art gallery. A tranquil vista of nature within a local backdrop, relishing accessible and amusing art makes for the perfect day out of the unstopping bubble of urban subsistence. This is been done, I mean, within local communities, I mean, with great biodiversity. I mean, we can see that most of the natural reserves around here are almost intact. They've got the River Gambia, which is close by, and a lot of other wonderful features. Now, the wide open walls, I mean, coming ahead with these, I mean, amazing pictures has almost virtually given, like, I mean, an added classical essence, I mean, to these settlements. But what is the greater objective?
The greater objective is to use this project, to use art, to create meaningful development in these areas.